Aloha Hawai'i, I am Kahele. It has been just over 2 years since I last stood before you here in Hilo, sharing a heartfelt vision for a different Hawai'i, a Hawai'i that does not yet exist, a Hawai'i not owned and controlled by the few wealthy enough to afford it, but rather stewarded by the many who choose to malama it. At the time, it was clear to me that politics in Hawaii had been compromised by money and special interests, rather than serving the best interest of its people. I also shared a lesson that I learned from my father. When called to serve, it is our duty to answer. Over the last 2 years, from Washington back to my hometown of Hilo, I have focused on my service to our nation in the Hawaii Air National Guard, my professional career as a pilot with Hawaiian Airlines, and returned to my alma mater, UH Hilo, as a member of the faculty teaching the next generation of aspiring pilots. I coached my daughter's volleyball team, took my oldest daughter to her first year of college, celebrated my 50th birthday with close friends, and most importantly, spent quality time with my family. However, in the wake of unprecedented events in our state over the past 2 years, I have realized how much I missed serving the public. I miss traveling throughout the rural parts of our island communities, connecting, talking, and listening to people from all over Hawaii. So today, I stand before you with a new and unexpected call to public service. Recently, Office of Hawaiian Affairs Trustee Mililani Trask informed me that she was not seeking re-election to OHA. After several conversations, Trustee Trask urged me to run for her seat, pledging her support for my candidacy. At that time, I had no plans to return to public office. However, after much thought and discussion with my wife Maria, my ohana, and those closest to me, it became clear that when our kupuna and community leaders ask us to serve, we don't hesitate, we just do it. It would be my honor, if elected, to serve as the OHA trustee representing Moku o Ke'awe. In 1978, when I was just 4 years old, people from all over Hawaii, Hawaiians and non-Hawaiians, visionaries and kupuna, came together to create a unique institution for the Hawaiian people, an institution that would fulfill the commitment and promise to Native Hawaiians, an institution that would protect Hawaii's precious natural resources, perpetuate Hawaiian culture and language, correct past injustices as a result of Western colonialism, and uplift Native Hawaiians both here and abroad. Over the last 44 years, OHA has played a crucial role in advocating for the rights and welfare of Native Hawaiians. It has awarded hundreds of millions of dollars in scholarships to students, provided critical loans to start small businesses, and for individuals to achieve home ownership, as well as supported grants to numerous community organizations and nonprofits that benefit Hawaiians. However, to me and many other Native Hawaiians, OHA has never fully realized its potential as a Hawaiian institution with the constitutional autonomy to truly serve our people. OHA, like many other agencies in this state, has struggled at times with trust, transparency, fiscal accountability, internal controversy, dysfunction, and relevance. But despite its shortcomings, I truly believe OHA is the institution with the greatest potential to make a difference in the lives of Native Hawaiians. To do that, we need to bring OHA back to its beneficiaries. OHA needs to use its trust resources to empower community leaders who have long gone unrecognized and unsupported. OHA must fill the gaps that its partners and stakeholders cannot. It must find and build capacity to support talented and hardworking Native Hawaiians. It must infuse energy into our Hawaiian communities to inspire and recruit the best and the brightest who are ready to innovate and move the lahui forward. Most importantly, it must re-earn the public's trust and that of its beneficiaries. That is where we begin, and that is my vision for OHA. As a Hawaiian from Hilo, I know where the leaders in my community have always been. When I was in Congress, I ensured they received the support and resources they needed for their communities. I supported millions of dollars in projects that had never before received federal funding, enriching and transforming our rural communities and uplifting Native Hawaiians. From Ma'o Farms to Aina Momona, from the Keala o Kamaili Cultural Resource Center on Maui to the Bobby Benson Center in La'ie, to the Kauai Creative Technology Center in Waimea, to rural community health centers on Molokai, Lanai, Hana, and Waimanalo, and to Malama Aina's Kanakia project on Hawaii Island. That is what my candidacy represents for OHA, a trustee with a level of experience and existing relationships at the state and federal levels that has never before existed on the Board of Trustees. A trustee who will be a catalyst for change, who will listen, lead by example, and give Native Hawaiians across the Pai'aina hope while inspiring the next generation of OEV leaders. Throughout my 7 years in elected office, 5 as a state senator and 2 as a member of Congress, my teams and I worked hard on issues that were important to the Native Hawaiian community. We fought for water rights in East Maui that were impacting kalo farmers, led the effort in Washington to lower the blood quantum to 1/32 to the Prince Kuhio Protecting Families Legacy Act, and was the first congressional member in the history of the Hawaii delegation to call for the return of Makua Valley to the Native Hawaiian people through the Leandra Vai Act. Finally, we led the charge in Washington to shut down Red Hill after the United States Navy poisoned Oahu's sole source aquifer with fuel, affecting thousands of military families and civilians. I believe this is why Trustee Trask encouraged me to run for her seat. My commitment and heart for Hawaii, and my experience and vision for Hawaii's future. Together, we can and will realize that future. All of us, Native Hawaiians and those who call Hawaii home, that embrace our shared kuleana to care for our Aina, our people, and our culture. To get there, I will not be asking you or your ohana for a single dollar. This campaign will not dial for dollars, flood your emails asking for money, fill your mailbox with flyers, solicitate, or host a single fundraiser. Instead, if you feel compelled to give, rather than giving to this campaign, please consider donating to a family from Lahaina. At the bottom of this page, there is a donate button that will take you to the Aina Momona website, which supports 152 families affected by the fires on Maui. Look for a family, pick one that has not met their goal and still has a need, and support those families. I've chosen to highlight Aina Momona because as the tragic events of August 8th unfolded, they saw the needs of families emerging. They saw a chance to serve. They didn't hesitate. They didn't point fingers. They just stepped up to serve. They just did it. This is the Hawaiian community and Hawaiian leaders we can be. All of us, together. With that, I officially announce my candidacy for OHA. I humbly ask for your support and your vote in this important election. Together, we can build a Hawaii where our people thrive. One that is more equitable and just, where our culture flourishes, where all Native Hawaiians can succeed, and where our future is secured for generations to come. Let us work together to create the Hawaii we envision, a Hawaii for all. Mahalo nui loa and e holo mua kako. Aloha.